She doesn't yell. She doesn't demand. She just starts reprogramming you, slowly, with smiles, with silence, with small tests. By the time you feel something's off, you've already changed. You gave up your edge, you adjusted to her emotions. Machiavelli said, "The wise man sees the trap before he enters." But you didn't. You walked in smiling. And now you're not leading, you're reacting. You thought she was yours, but she was just studying you, your timing, your tone, your reactions. She was collecting data, not because she loved you, but because she needed to know how easy you are to move. And once she learned your weakness, she no longer needed your love. She already had your spine. The test you didn't see coming. Most men believe love begins with being nice. They think, if I'm kind, if I show her I care, if I'm always there for her emotionally, she'll love me. So they try harder, they give her time, they listen when she talks, they agree to things they don't really want to do. They think effort is what wins her. But that's not where it starts. Before she loves you, she tests you. And here's the part that most men never notice. She doesn't test you by fighting or shouting. She doesn't argue or attack directly. No. She tests you silently. She'll show up late and act like it's normal. She'll change her mind just to see how fast you adjust. She'll say something small that feels like a joke, but it cuts into your confidence. She's not trying to hurt you. She's trying to find out, can you be moved? Do you have a backbone? Will you stay solid or bend to her every mood? This is not about being cruel. It's about safety, emotional safety. A woman can't feel safe with a man who breaks easily. So she tests, not with words, but with small behaviors, changes, delays, moments of confusion. And while you think she's just having a bad day, she didn't mean anything by that. She's tired. She's watching. She's watching how you respond when things get uncomfortable. Do you stay calm or get emotional? Do you keep your standard or quickly adjust to keep her happy? Do you smile through disrespect just to avoid conflict? Because here's what happens the moment you start bending too much. She stops seeing you as a leader. You don't feel like the strong, grounded man she was drawn to. You feel like someone trying to win her, and she doesn't want to be chased. She wants to be led. The moment you shift from grounded to reactive, from solid to flexible, from leader to pleaser, she knows it. She may not say a word, but something changes inside her. And slowly, quietly, she begins to pull away, not because of what you did, but because of what you allowed. This is the test. It's not loud, it's not clear, but it's always there, and if you don't notice it, you fail without even knowing you were being tested. Machiavelli's warning. Machiavelli once said, "He who becomes ruler of a free city and does not destroy it will be destroyed by it." It sounds harsh, but it's true. And in modern relationships, this quote reveals a brutal reality most men never realize. You think you can walk into a woman's world, be kind, be open, be generous, and lead her, without challenging what already rules her mind. You don't destroy her old system. You don't question her behaviors. You don't inspect her values. You just show up and assume that love will flow naturally. You try to lead her life, without checking who's been leading it before you arrived. That's the danger. And that's what Machiavelli was warning you about. Most men today try to lead women the way nice kings try to rule dangerous cities, with kindness, with patience, with good intentions. But Machiavelli knew better. He understood power. He knew that peace without structure, without order, without rules, isn't peace. It's weakness. And weakness always invites a takeover. When a woman doesn't feel your strength, when she sees that your words have no boundaries behind them, she doesn't feel safe. She feels responsible for the emotional direction of the relationship, and when that happens, she starts to lead. Not because she wants to, but because you won't. She doesn't need to raise her voice to take control. She just starts deciding what matters, what doesn't, when things happen, and how things move. You don't even notice it at first, but one day, you'll look around and realize you're not in charge anymore. You've become the passenger in your own relationship. That's what happens when you try to rule without rules. comes when you try to lead a woman without leading the relationship. And make no mistake, if you don't inspect her behavior, she will slowly replace your frame with hers. She will do it with charm, with emotion, with subtle persuasion. Her tests are silent. She won't come out and say it. She won't ask, "Can I control you?" She won't tell you she's testing you. But make no mistake, she is. She's always watching, always studying, always measuring. And she tests you in ways most men never see. She disagrees with something you say, not because she believes the opposite, but because she wants to see how you handle disagreement. Will you hold your position, or will you quickly back down to keep her happy? She cancels plans last minute, just to see if your world still moves around hers. Will you get upset, or will you act like nothing happened, hoping she'll like you more? She casually brings up her ex, maybe even compliments him, not because she misses him, but because she wants to see if you'll flinch. Will you stay grounded, or reveal your insecurity? These are not mistakes. These are intentional emotional shifts. And most men fail because they respond emotionally. They argue, they over-explain, they try to please, they try to fix the tension instead of holding their ground. But a woman's test is never loud. It's not about big fights or dramatic scenes. It's in the silence, in the delay, in the look she gives you when she says something just slightly off. She's not trying to hurt you. She's trying to answer one question. Is this man emotionally stable, or does he break under pressure? And your job is not to defend yourself, not to chase her approval, not to match her emotion with more emotion. Your job is simple. Observe. Stay still, stay clear, hold your standard, and let her reaction reveal the truth. Because if you fail this test, she won't tell you. She'll just start losing respect, quietly. And once that respect is gone, there's no speech, no gift, and no apology that can bring it back. This is why most men get confused when a woman suddenly goes cold. They don't realize they were being tested all along, and they failed with every emotional reaction they gave. Why pleasing doesn't work. Most men are trained from childhood to believe this. If I'm sweet, if I treat her right, if I'm always there, loyal, respectful, and supportive, she will love me, she will stay. And on the surface, it makes sense. That's what we're told makes a good man. Someone who gives, cares, sacrifices. But here's the truth. That belief, the one you've carried for years, is a trap. Because while women may enjoy that effort, while they may appreciate your kindness at first, it's not what earns their respect. In fact, the more you try to please her, the more you teach her one thing. You fear losing her. And once she feels that, the energy shifts. She may keep smiling. She may still accept your gifts, your attention, your loyalty. But deep down, something inside her turns cold. Because now she knows she has emotional power over you. She knows you'll say yes, even when you mean no. She knows you'll cancel your priorities to be available. She knows you'll tolerate disrespect just to keep her from walking away. And when a woman feels that, she stops respecting you. She starts testing you more. She pushes your limits. She becomes colder, more demanding, more dominant. Not because she's evil, but because you won't lead. She's filling the role you were supposed to play. Because someone has to lead. And she no longer believes that someone is you. You thought being a good man was enough. But Machiavelli saw through that lie centuries ago. He said, "It is much safer to be feared than loved when one must choose." This doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. It doesn't mean you need to scare her. It means this. You must never fear losing her more than you fear losing yourself. Because when you fear loss, you compromise, you overgive, you lower your standards. And she sees it every time. No woman respects a man she can control with emotions. You skip the gym to see her. You avoid conflict just to keep the peace. You let her disrespect you just to avoid losing her. But that peace is fake. It's not built on respect, it's built on fear. And she can feel it. Real peace happens when both people respect each other's power. And respect doesn't come from giving everything. It comes from what you're willing to walk away from. If she sees your world doesn't collapse when she pulls away, if she sees you won't chase, beg, or fold, she feels something deeper than love. She feels respect. And respect lasts longer than love. Love can fade with emotions. Respect stays when the feelings rise and fall. So stop trying to please her. Start standing firm. She doesn't need a man who gives her everything. She needs a man she cannot bend. Not because you're hard, but because you're whole. She respects strength, not surrender. You've been told that being flexible, patient, and understanding makes you a good man. And yes, those things can be good. But when you do them too much, when you bend your standards just to keep her comfortable, when you explain yourself instead of standing firm, she notices. She might not say anything. She might even smile. She might act sweet. But inside, something shifts. Something you'll feel later when she starts growing colder. And you'll be confused. You'll wonder, but I did everything right. I was calm, giving, respectful. Yes, but you folded. And what she was really watching was not how nice you were, but how solid you were when things got tense. Because she wasn't testing your kindness. She was testing your core. Can you hold your ground when she challenges you? Can you stay calm when she tries to emotionally pull you out of your frame? Can you say no when she pushes your boundaries? Or do you explain yourself every time she gets upset? Do you lower your standards just to avoid arguments? Do you try to fix everything, even when she's the one causing the problem? If your core is soft, she might not walk away immediately, but she'll slowly start pulling back. Because something inside her, something deep and unconscious, tells her, this man won't hold the line. And that's the part most men never understand. She's not being cruel. She's not punishing you. She's simply reacting to the lack of gravity in your energy. Because here's what's real. A woman cannot fully respect a man she can easily move. If she can change your mind with a mood, if she can get you to drop your standards with a sad face, if she can steer your decisions with silence, guilt, or anger, then deep down, she doesn't feel safe with you. She feels like she has to lead. And the moment she feels like the leader, she stops being the follower. She stops admiring you, she starts managing you, and that's when the attraction dies. You don't lose her because you weren't kind. You lose her because she saw that your strength wasn't real. And once she sees that, she can't unsee it. So remember this, she doesn't want a man who pleases. She wants a man who leads, not with ego, but with quiet, unshakable strength. Hold your line. Because when you do, you don't just earn her love, you earn her respect. And that's what keeps her loyal when feelings come and go. The power of saying no. The most powerful word in any relationship is not I love you. It's not I'm sorry. It's not I promise. It's this. No. Because the man who cannot say no is the man who cannot lead. No is the word that protects your time. It protects your focus. It protects your self-respect. It creates the invisible wall between who you are and who the world tries to turn you into. Most men avoid saying no to a woman. Why? Because they're afraid. Afraid she'll get upset. Afraid she'll pull away. Afraid she'll stop loving them. So they say yes to everything. Yes to plans they don't want. Yes to behavior they shouldn't accept. Yes to changes that steal their peace. But here's the truth. The more you say yes just to keep her, the faster she loses respect for you. She may smile when you agree. She may act sweet when you fold. But deep down, she's watching. She's feeling. And what she feels is weakness. Because no woman respects the man who avoids conflict by giving up his strength. She doesn't want a man who fears upsetting her. She wants a man who stands firm, even when it's uncomfortable, even when she's emotional, even when silence fills the room. And here's the key. When you say no, say it calmly. No shouting, no guilt, no long explanation, just a clear boundary. A calm face. A quiet, no, I'm not okay with that. That moment tells her something more powerful than words. It tells her, this man cannot be moved by emotion. This man respects himself more than he fears me. This man is solid. And she will feel that energy immediately. She might not agree, she might test you more, she might push. But what she won't do is forget. Because that kind of strength stays in her memory. So remember, you don't need to control her. You don't need to argue. You don't need to win her approval. You just need to hold your line and say no when something crosses it. Because in a world where most men are trained to please, the man who can say no without flinching is rare. And rare men are always respected, even when they're not liked. You don't need to punish. Just observe. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to give long speeches. You don't need to teach her how to act or demand respect with anger. You just need to observe. That's it. Power isn't about controlling others. It's about being so grounded in who you are that their behavior can't shake you, but it can reveal them. So instead of reacting, just watch. What does she do when you say no? How does she respond when you cancel a plan to focus on your priorities? What happens when you stop chasing her attention or stop replying instantly? That's when the truth shows up. Not when things are easy, but when you break the pattern. If she respects you, she may be surprised, but she adjusts. If she's real, she leans in with more effort. If she's grounded, she meets you at your level. But if she gets cold, if she guilt trips you, if she accuses you, withdraws, or throws drama to get a reaction, that's the red flag you couldn't see until now. You see, most men do the hard part. They set one boundary. They finally say no. They finally stop chasing. And at first, it feels powerful, but the moment she pushes back, they panic. They think, she's mad, maybe I went too far. So they apologize, they explain, they backtrack. And just like that, the power is gone. Because now she knows, your strength was fake. It was just a performance, not something real inside you. She learned that she only has to push a little, and you'll go right back to being soft. But here's the truth. You don't need to punish her. You don't need to change her. You don't need to argue or correct her. You just need to observe. And based on what you see, decide how much of your energy she truly earns. That's where real power comes from. Not from controlling her, but from controlling your own reactions. Because the man who can stay calm in emotional storms, the man who can hold his line without shouting or chasing, that man is dangerous in the best way. Because she can't manipulate him. She can't move him with guilt. She can't lead him into weakness. And that is the man she quietly respects, even if she never admits it. The real reason she left. She said she loved me, so why did she go cold? That question haunts a lot of men. They replay the conversations. They look for signs. They wonder if it was something they said or did. But the truth is often much simpler and much harder to accept. She loved the version of you that didn't fold. The version that had standards, that didn't beg, that didn't flinch when tested. The man who moved with strength, not fear. The man who led with calm confidence, not emotional chasing. The man who said what he meant and meant what he said. But that version slowly disappeared. You stopped leading, you started chasing, you gave up your truth just to avoid losing her. And she felt it. You thought your softness would make her feel safe. But instead, it made her feel like she had to lead. And that's when the connection broke. Machiavelli said, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present." She promised to love you, yes, but she made that promise to the version of you who stood tall. And when that version disappeared, so did the promise. It's not betrayal, it's instinct. She didn't leave because you weren't nice. She left because you were no longer someone she could follow, not someone she could respect, not someone she could trust to lead the emotional direction of the relationship, and you didn't notice it happening because she didn't leave all at once. She pulled back slowly. Her messages got shorter, her voice lost its softness, her energy changed, and you felt it, but didn't know what to do. So you tried harder, you became more emotional, you chased harder, and with every act of fear, she pulled further away. Because deep down, her attraction wasn't based on your love, it was based on your strength, not the strength of your body or your words, but the strength of your spine, the strength of your unshakable core. That's the part she fell for. And when that part disappeared, so did the woman you thought would never leave. Final words. If this hit a truth you didn't want to face, comment the word unmasked below. Let the algorithm know more men need this. Subscribe now, because the next video might save you from making the same mistake again. And if this message made you see things differently, share it with one man who's close to giving his power away. You might help him escape before it's too late. This wasn't just advice. This was Machiavelli's trick to test a woman before she strips your power. So from now on, test her silence. Test her reaction to no. Test her respect. Because the moment you stop testing, you stop leading, test everything, and trust no mask.